SEC. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels will kick it away first. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bulldogs offense will get the first possession of the game. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistent.
Wide open spaces. Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season. There he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expected him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
On the option. Creates a little space. Past the first down marker and still running. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Rebels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Dogs in the hurry-up. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one. They knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
The screen, and watch out. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll ride his man on the option. It's a seam wide open. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the option. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the move, it's Diggs. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and
the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. And we saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He takes it at the 45. He's going to get loose. They will get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires on the move. Face to grab. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Belt.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got it in the middle. It's Branch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Changing the play. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Frazier. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 45. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Gets it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. Hard running there. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run the option. And he was not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quick release by the QB. All out of space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the league. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they go down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Georgia going up tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll try the run. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
They'll run the option. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run.
And they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Return is on down at the 31, and your Georgia Bulldogs will take over.
We're ready to to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO is complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Using his feet. He's not good. There, stopped short on 4th down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The sure hands, it's dribbling. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
To throw, it's Stockton. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This time it's complete. The chunk plays that they love and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Tudor's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over Missouri. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off-play action on first down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. To the air, it's Simmons. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Haas. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Turns it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner is stopped. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The option look. Now the pitch. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. You saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Looks as if we have an injury on that. Play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Punts it out of the air. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Rebels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Working the middle. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are...
There he goes! The 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Well, man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you're bringing a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
2nd down, he'll throw it.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook. On the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch called for and made. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Quarterback may change this route. From the gun. With the catch, it's White. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play, but now, time for the fourth quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. We open the final period with a third down play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. Got his man to the left. Turning it on. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 25 over Tennessee. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And the Rebels line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. Goes to the option. Turns it on in midfield. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense.
Man, really good decision-making by this offense on third down. Understanding, running the option to perfection, getting it to the pitch man, and he gets the first down and some extra yards.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Snagged in the middle. It's Humphries. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7th. Winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the ground, it's Lacey. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little room. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. On the option. To the ground with the back. Discards him with the stiff arm. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Georgia going up tempo.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He'll ride his man on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Crosses to 35. Oh, he's got some space. He's loose. He's at the... I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the...
Breaks away on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the two. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long and who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as a kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here comes the option. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run the option. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line.